It's January 28th, 2018. Players and fans have gathered in Boston, Massachusetts for the biannual CSGO Major. It's the grand final today, and the two teams battling it out for the championship are FaZe Clan and Cloud9. And they're playing the biggest competitive first-person shooter in the world, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, which was released in 2012. Now, despite the age of the Counter-Strike franchise dating back to 1999, this event has managed to attract a live audience of 7,200 spectators and upwards of 1.3 million viewers tuning in from around the world. Cloud9 are one game away from completing a Cinderella story and are facing one of the greatest super teams to have ever been assembled in the history of Counter-Strike. We have olofmeister, a 3-time major winner and rated #1 player in the world in 2015. You've got the greatest rifler in the game, Nico, rated 2nd in the world the year prior. Guardian, who's regarded as one of the greatest AWPers in the game at the time. You've also got Karrigan, who's one of the smartest minds in the game, and Rain, who became a future major MVP. Throughout the series, FaZe Clan and Cloud9 have battled on Mirage and Overpass, each winning the map for their team, and we're now on Inferno. The winner of this map is crowned the best CSGO team in the world, and they get to take home the mullah with a $500,000 prize. It's round 27, and FaZe Clan look like they're about to win. The crowd in Boston is dead quiet. If Cloud9 loses this, it's all over and they go home. An attack over the A bomb site begins. Tarik and Rush are left alone to fend against 5 members of FaZe Clan, and in the heat of the battle, they both find one enemy each and eliminate them. But they've both taken heavy damage and have been spotted. In the spur of a moment, Tarik on 6 HP decides to throw a flashbang that blinds 3 remaining members of FaZe, leading them to be cleaned up by Cloud9.
Now olofmeister is on short, but it's a flash, and he's taken down. Tarik is not done with this major yet. Here it is, Tarik! They stay alive for one more round!
Now, this was a crucial round as it has reset FaZe Clan's economy, meaning they're only able to purchase smaller firearms while facing assault rifles from Cloud9. On top of that, Stewie and Skadoodle are now both armed with an AWP, the most expensive gun in the game that can one-shot opponents. In this round, Stewie immediately spots FaZe's attempt to take the B bomb site and automatic throws a beautiful flashbang, running through the smoke and mowing down 3 enemies. Unfortunately though, the defense from Cloud9 was unsuccessful, and now Guardian, regarded as the greatest AWPer in the game at the time, is armed with Stewie's AWP.
But Karrigan has an AWP and Guardian has an AK-47, and they've got smokes to slow down Cloud9. Importantly now, Guardian has the AWP. Cloud9, 2 players towards CT. They've got flashes of their own. They need to keep these players blind. They've got a smoke. They can close the distance, but Guardian has a sniper rifle, and they're playing for the major.
This is one of the strongest ways to play a post-plant. A sniper rifle indeed. Guardian, he whiffs the first shot. They start to march forwards. FaZe know this is their chance. They could steal it away from Cloud9. The flick shot missed Guardian in the most pivotal moment. It has to be Karrigan. It has to be the leader. But it's Rush all the way. And Cloud9 again they stay alive.
That was easily one of the closest rounds of the entire set. Now, Cloud9 are 2 rounds away from tying the score to 15-15, meaning we go to overtime. FaZe calls a timeout right here as the stress begins to mount up. They are in big trouble, and the crowd starts to roar for Cloud9 in their home ground. FaZe is elected to go for another eco round so that they can get an AWP, rifles, and grenades for what could potentially be the last round of the map.
So it seems it will be 4 versus 2 on the B bomb site. olofmeister trying to keep around the smoke, but look, the rotation is being pulled. Automatic coming off his position. The smoke, the flashes, automatic's blind. Stewie needs to land some shots, and he is. 2 kills for him. Don't take out your teammate. He's got to stay alive now. 10 seconds for this bomb to go down. He must stay alive. Stewie is going absolutely crazy on the B bomb site. There's no time to plant the bomb. It's too late. The money's not there. One more round.
The tension in the room could cut a thread. Nobody believed that Cloud9 would actually be able to pull off a reverse sweep and survive for another round. We're now at the climax of this match. We're about to watch the most important moment in North American CSGO history. I think it's best if we watch it raw.
It's going towards A, nothing else is going on. He's got to go back. Stewie's on his own, but look at the time!
Actually, I think we need to go back in time first. I've taken us back to August 4th, 2013, where our story begins. On this day, Complexity Gaming announced the signing and purchase of Quantic Gaming, and with that acquisition, they've signed 5 players: Hiko, Nothing, Swag, Chongeris, and Sempus. Only 14 days after this acquisition, Complexity have their first proper tournament in CSGO, ESEA Invite Season 14, and it goes fairly well. The boys get all the way to the grand finals but lose 2-0 to a team called Curse. Now, there's some notable players that will pop up throughout the story that beat Team Complexity in this grand finals, and they are AZK, Adren, and obviously Skadoodle. Curse was actually a fantastic team at the start of CSGO, as most teams were just getting used to the movement and gunplay of the game, and these players were heavy hitters. They would catch you off guard at many moments in a match. Unfortunately though, when it comes to Curse, as the metagame became more and more defined and international teams started to get better at the game, they fell off to obscurity and disbanded. And with that, Complexity now became the only team who would be able to represent North America at a major and actually get to playoffs. They actually had two really good runs, a DreamHack Winter 2013 coming 4th and ESL 1 Katowice 2014 coming 5th. But again, this was the early days of CSGO, as most teams were still getting used to moving over from 1.6. Now, Skadoodle is one of the main characters in this story, so let me quickly add a bit of context. He was an AVA professional player who moved over to CSGO when it came out, and as mentioned, teamless right after Curse disbands. And this literally happened as he dropped out of university to pursue an esports career in CSGO. He took a big risk. Well, actually I should say a huge risk, as at this stage, North American CS was seen as a joke. In the mid-2010s, the Europeans had much better players like Get Right, Forest, Shox, NBK, Scream, Kenny's, Freiburg, and other names that have been around for over a decade now. These European All-Stars were also all part of teams that were dominating the international circuit. For the first 3 years of CSGO's history, we had a constant battle between the two giants, Ninjas in Pajamas and Fnatic, and each time these North American teams would battle these European teams, it was like tickling the balls of said giant. North America had to make a decision and settle on a super team, and so ibuypower was born. They had Skadoodle, who was rated the greatest AWPer in NA, Swag, considered to be one of the game's best young talents, Dazed, who was one of the greatest minds in the game at the time, AZK, arguably the greatest support player in NA, and Steel, another one of the greatest minds in the game. Very quickly after the formation of the Avengers, well, I mean ibuypower, they became the best team in NA, beating Complexity 2-0 at CEVO Season 14 and 2-0 twice at ESEA Season 16. ibuypower became unstoppable. Could this be the team to do it for North America? Looks like they can. ESEA Global Final Season 15, NA versus France, Shox, NBK, Scream, 3 players that I mentioned previously as being some of EU's best. It's a best of 5 and ibuypower demolished Titan, winning 4-1. And who else but Skadoodle to be the top rated player of this match? But this could have been a fluke. Let's see if they can do it again. Well, only a few months later at ESEA Global Final Season 16, ibuypower destroys Virtus.pro in the upper bracket semis. Yes, that Virtus.pro. The same Polish team who won the major in ESL 1 Katowice 2014 the same year. To add to that, Complexity. Yeah, they beat Na'Vi 2-0 in their game in the upper bracket semifinals. But when they faced ibuypower, they got 2-0 themselves. So they had to face Virtus.pro, and guess what? They beat Virtus.pro and came clawing back to the grand finals just to get 2-0'd again. This is the super team that can bring a major victory to NA. I can't believe it. It's happening. It's gonna happen. They qualified to ESL 1 Cologne 2014. Ad time.
Timmy, we have a proposition for you. $5,000 to lose.
Stop. Hang up the phone, Timmy. Timmy, what the man on the phone wants you to do is something called match fixing. Don't do what he says.
What's match fixing?
Match fixing damages the competitive integrity of the game and can be fatal to the ecosystem. And if you get caught, you can face severe consequences.
Boat.
You could be permanently banned from majors.
Can't believe I'm already sponsored by my third video, let's go! Before we continue with the ibuypower segment, we need to add a bit more context. During this ibuypower super team era, a new organization by the name of Cloud9 acquired the Complexity roster, but with one player missing as Swag was now playing for ibuypower. That new player in Cloud9 is known as Shroud. And Shroud could do things like this.
Yeah, that's nice.
Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
I'm down to play overtime.
And this.
I'm so blind.
Spawn. Dead. Stick it! No, dude, those shots were insane! Knife him for Reddit!
And even this.
That is pristine!
ibuypower and Cloud9 were like two scorpions battling it out in 2014. Unfortunately though, two major terrible things would happen to the NA scene at this time. The first was that ibuypower didn't make it to playoffs at ESL 1 Cologne 2014 and Cloud9 did, but Cloud9 had a terrible showing coming 8th in this major. This just reiterated the idea that NACS was a joke. I thought ibuypower were the chosen ones. Well, the second thing that happened was on August 20th, 2014, where one decision ruined 4 players' careers for life in a simple one-map match against netcode guides, where ibuypower decided to throw the match and bet on themselves to lose on a gambling site called CSGO Lounge. The team denied any allegations of match fixing, but it was clear to most in the community. Richard Lewis, who was a big name in the Counter-Strike esport world, would receive information from a player from netcode guides, Shazam, that they knew the match would be fixed. On top of that, Richard Lewis also posted another report of proof, which were text messages between one of the brokers of the match fixing and his girlfriend talking about it. He later sent this evidence to Valve, the creators of CSGO. And after this, Swag, Steel, Dazed, and AZK were all banned from any Valve-sponsored events. They were once some of the best players in the game, and it was terrible for North America as a whole. No North American team would actually make it to playoffs for the rest of 2014 and 2015 to any CSGO major. These were basically the dark times for North American CSGO.
What did you do? What did you do? Where'd he go?
I don't feel so good.
You're all right.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know. I don't want to go. I don't want to go, sir. Please. Please, I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
I tried my best in this next segment to encapsulate what it felt like to be an NA CSGO viewer between 2014 to 2016.
Get up, cocksuckers, it's all over. Listen, we had a rough couple of months. Fucking Katrina's cousin Maria, the other one, Puerto Rico, Houston, fucking Florida. Listen, it's been tough up to now. The earthquake in Mexico, the White House, whoever the fuck is going on, but it don't matter. They want to shoot, it's time for us to fucking shoot, cocksuckers. They want to get down and dirty, don't forget who the fuck we are, you understand me? We're the baddest motherfuckers out there. You send a message to that fucking North Korean, he's gonna be sniffing my dick and sucking my asshole. That's the focus. We're going to North Korea in like a year. It's gonna be an island. It's gonna glow in the dark. You know why? Because we're Americans, cocksuckers. Who the fuck do you think you're dealing with?
So, ibuypower got banned, Cloud9 is shit. Where do we go from here? Well, roster changes started happening instantly. After terrible performances back to back, Hiko left Cloud9. Their star player was gone just like that, but he left on a mission. He left to build another star team, and he managed it, only with one exception. He recruited a European by the name of Simple. And although he spoke little to no English and was prone to raging at his teammates, he was basically the closest thing to a god of CSGO. And when he arrived in the old red, white and blue, there was much excitement. But that excitement wasn't really met by the players in NA. To be quite frank, they didn't even want him there. But with the last few years showing that NA was just not good enough, Hiko had to do what he had to do to get the dub.
I'm out! It's about time. Go, you're in. Give me that.
Come on, hombre, we need mucho home runos.
Hey, who the hell is this guy?
Sorry.
Is he on your roster?
Yeah, of course he is. He wasn't feeling well earlier, so I couldn't play him.
You told me it's... Why you bullying me?
This guy's 50. He's got a mustache.
Not according to birth certificate.
He's got documentation. Come on. Play ball!
Simple, I don't know, man. If he comes in with that, there's
It was a no-scope! He didn't even... We had one button on his mouse stand.
The new kids on the block were Team Liquid, and these guys were going places. During this, Skadoodle actually ends up joining Cloud9, but they weren't really a star team per se. They lost Sean Garris, the brains behind the operation, for an onliner by the name of Stewie2K, A guy who had 0 LAN experience joins a team that was meant to be the best in NA. I mean, this is just a joke. I guess we put all our chips on Liquid then. Well, MLG Major Championship Columbus 26 comes up, and Team Liquid smash their group stage and get to playoffs. And their first game is against CLG, an NA team. And let's just say that having one European on your team really helps destroying your NA brothers. And then we face Luminosity in the semis. Just a bunch of Brazilians who've never even made it to the semis before. This should be easy, right? Well, first map, Mirage, and we're killing it. We're up 15-9, one more round to win, and we elect to push B against Coldzera. This should be easy.
Here he comes once again. The first base is Adren. He's going to hit the ground there as Cold. Oh, what? A jumping double from Cold! What is going on right now? How does he do this? Cold has saved Luminosity with the all-play. Unthinkable scenes there on the B apartments.
How? Please explain me how we lost from 15-9. It's okay, we got another map. What? Overtime? Oh my god, we lost 2-0 to a bunch of Brazilian no-names. What do we do? Oh, what do we do now? We have to rely on Cloud9. Oh, and Simple. Simple, you're leaving. Why are you leaving me, Simple? Please don't go. Please. Okay, let's see what Cloud9 did. Cloud9 came last. Oh my god, we're doomed. We're doomed. NA's never going to win a major. It's done. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Simple. You know what? You can leave. Please come back. Oh, I found this tape that Hiko sent Simple after he left the team. Let's see what this is all about. As embarrassing as that was for Hiko, it actually worked. Simple came back for another major, but this time we're joined by CLG and Optic Gaming to represent NA. Could this mean that NA is back after we came 4th in the last major? No, it doesn't. CLG and Optic don't even make it out of group stage. And our old friends Cloud9, they didn't even qualify for this next major. Hopefully our Ukrainian saver can work his magic for NA. Only issue is that things are looking pretty rough at the start. We only barely get out of group stages with a score of 2-1. We then get to playoffs in the quarterfinals and almost lose to Na'Vi, but we come back and crush them in the last map of the set. We're now nice and warmed up, and we fucking annihilate Fnatic with some crazy plays like that double flying no-scope from Simple. And now, our arch nemesis is waiting for us. SK Gaming. Now I know the name is different, but the players are the same. These are the same bastards that ripped our hopes and dreams. This is the furthest that Team Liquid has ever even made it to a major. Heck, this is the furthest that any NA team has ever made it to a major. Surely this is the one.
They had SK has just defeated them soundly, taken everything from them.
This is just brutal, because when you're watching the minimap from SK Gaming, they just swarm the site. It's just, there's nowhere to hide if you're Liquid. You're constantly caught in crossfires, they're constantly getting in your face, they just don't give you any room to breathe whatsoever. And so, given the situation, it just can't happen like this for Liquid. They're on pistols this round, guys, and it's tournament point for SK.
It's hard to imagine that SK won't be able to do it well. Look, we would be looking for 9 straight rounds in a row here for Liquid to try and bring it back. Don't want to say it's impossible, but it seems increasingly unlikely here. Trying to walk through the smoke, but it's just not going to happen. SK Gaming, 2nd major championship in a row. They are your winners.
Gentlemen, the Brazilians now dominate the Counter-Strike scene. Duncan.
I mean, you can't argue with back-to-back majors.
And just like that, the 2-star players in Liquid shut the fucking bed. That's it, I'm fucking done. I'm done with this bullshit. NA sucks doggy doo-doo. We will never, ever win a major. See, I'm right. No NA team even made it to playoffs in 2017. And look at the fucking state of Cloud9. This is the best team that NA has to offer in 2018. They got that online of Stewie 2K. They lose Shroud. They lose nothing. They lose swag to the Banhammer. Rest in peace. There is no chance that Skadoodle could ever carry these monkeys. Like, sure, they got Russian Tarik and they were doing pretty well in Optic Gaming, winning a few A tier and S tier events. But look at their opponents. We already went over phase. But now we have SK to worry about winning 2 majors in a row And fucking Simple goes back to Ukraine and plays for Na'Vi, so he's out of the picture and another person to deal with. On top of that, we got Astralis, Fnatic, and Virtus.pro. 3 teams that have been consistent for years and are all previous major winners. And obviously, there's heaps of other teams that are just better than us. How is this the best that NA has to offer? But then, we get E-League Major Boston 2018. Cloud9 the year prior at PGL Major Krakow 2017 didn't even make it to playoffs. Looking back, I remember looking at the group stage matchups and seeing that Cloud9 has basically a 0% chance to make it to playoffs again this major. They had Space Soldiers and Vegas Squadron in group stages, and those teams weren't the best, but unfortunately they also had Astralis, Virtus.pro, and G2 in their group stages, which at the time were 3 teams that we could never beat in a million years. To get out of the group stages and qualify, we need to win 3 out of 2 games. G2 comes first, and the score is 16-8, and we expected this. Space Soldiers come next, and this should have been a pretty easy one, but it's a slugfest. Stewie 2K has 0 impact, as I previously mentioned. Surely the boys can still do it though. No, we lost. Looks like another year of sadness. It's now 0-2, and we're 1 more loss to get sent home packing. We might as well just place a bet on Virtus.pro and Astralis to win this, because there isn't any chance this is going to happen. I go to bed after placing my bets and wake up confused. Did my bet not go through? What the hell? I lost money. Wait, what? Cloud9 won? Cloud9 beat VP and Astralis. Okay, wait, let's turn the stream back on and watch this last game. I'm not even mad about losing the money. Oh my god. They did. And as we expected, they demolished Vegas Squadron 16-4 on Mirage. We're going to playoffs. We're up against G2 first. I personally didn't believe in Cloud9 at this stage, but I kept my eye on the game. Cloud9 won Mirage and won Overpass. But then they have to beat SK. This isn't going to happen. But again, I kept my eye on the games. Cloud9 win Mirage, but they lose Cobblestone, and they win Inferno. We're now at the final stage. This is now the 2nd time an NA team was in the grand finals. Now I like numbers, so let's just look at some statistics for a second. In this major, Cloud9 has never lost Mirage. They've somehow made this map their home. They beat Virtus.pro and Vegas Squadron in the group stage on Mirage, and now they have knocked out G2 and SK from the tournament with crazy good wins on this map. This is where I started thinking that there is a world out there that we make it to a 3rd map in the set. The vetoes come out for the grand finals. Cloud9 picks Mirage and FaZe picks Overpass. Now, statistically, this is FaZe's home ground. They basically never lose Overpass. So again, if Cloud9 gets a good map 3 pick, they can maybe win this. Maybe. Like maybe. Again, I don't want to get attached because I've seen it all before. The NA choke is real. Luckily though, map 3 is Inferno, where we started the video. I know we skipped the first 2 maps, but we have to talk about what happened in them. On Mirage, Cloud9 gets T-side, and usually the scoreline would end 9-6 rounds in the CT's favour. But we're currently up 8-1 on our T-side. This game is in the bag. Unfortunately though, the hot streak ended. But we ended the half 9-6 in our favour, meaning we're technically 3 rounds over the average, and it's still looking really good. I skip over the next few rounds and we're now on Eco. The score is 13-12 in FaZe Clan's favour. They have enough money to close this map out and lose 2 rounds in a row if they want. It's done. At this stage in history, Cloud9 and FaZe Clan have faced off on 8 different maps in official tournaments, and Cloud9 has never won a game.
Maybe looking for a lurker. This is absolute carnage. The smoke's going away, and now Olofmeister with the sniper. There's Guardian, automatic on his own, running up the short position. I think Olofmeister's heard him, which means that they can all hold angles. The smoke fake, the flash fake won't work out. FaZe Clan take the first map of this series.
And just like that, we lose 16-14. The next map is Overpass, and we just don't win that. At this stage, I just closed the stream and just played some games, but out of nowhere, I started getting messages from a friend. So I turn the stream on and it's round 17, Cloud9 force, and charges the B bomb site. And who else but Stewie 2K to finally wake up and find the entry. The boys then win the next 2 rounds. We are 15-4, 1 round away from winning this map. I rush to make microwave bread, and after 10 seconds of heating up to ensure that my bread has the exact mushy consistency that I want, it's fucking 10-15 on the scoreboard. What the fuck happened? I rush to sit down with my microwave bread and see that Cloud9 has taken A site and it's a 3v4 situation. This should be a good round.
Is there? Can't find an angle though, has to reposition. The bomb goes down and we'll have a slight lull now as players get into position. The CT rotation begins to come in. And they have players from every single angle right now. 4 different points of attack potentially. Guardian, he is going to give himself up there. Tarik in position to exploit his plays through the smoke. Tarik though, undiscovered. Where's the refrag? Olofmeister not close enough to deal the damage. And Automatic can reset the situation as Tarik waits patiently. Oh, that is phenomenal! Cloud9 make it work! Map 2 in the bag, and now they're back in it. We go to a third.
You guys cannot imagine the feeling of watching Cloud9 get to map 3. And we get to where we started. 15-14, 8 seconds on the clock, final map of the grand finals. With Stewie2K, who was for the longest time a crutch for Cloud9. But somehow things changed through the major and he became the Stewie2K we all know and love today. So let's watch the most important moment in NA CSGO history.
Look at the time, there's 7 seconds to plant the bomb. They're trying to build pyramids, but there's no more play. Stewie's won the round. We go to overtime.
Cloud9 have done it! How have they done that? They came back all the way! All the way!
Holy fuck. We're at overtime. First team to win 4 out of 6 rounds takes this major. First round of overtime. FaZe elects to go B and throw a bunch of grenades at the face of Cloud9. But Automatic simply does not give a single fuck. He stands there in front of the smoke and mows down Rain and Olofmeister.
But Automatic, he's found his way through the smoke. He's absolutely murdering them. But now it's down to Stewie again. And Stewie is an assassin on the B-bomb site. Still more to do though, but he's got teammates to help him out. Nico, desperation, gets the frags, but does he have the time? Just barely. And they know he's got to go for it. And Tarik closes it down.
It's now the second round of overtime. FaZe elects to go A this time, and Skadoodle is all over it, shutting it down.
Maybe Tarik is going to go for a pop flash plays very close. Skadoodle looking to go for the peak. Hits the first shot. Rush covering from pit as well. Doing a great job as they fall further back into the site. Cloud9's defense is looking very strong indeed. Rush back at it again from the pit position. And it doesn't seem like there's a way to stop Cloud9 now.
The crowd is losing their mind. Third round of the half, Skadoodle shuts down the A-Rush immediately, finding Nico, the star player on FaZe Clan. But somehow, Rain finds the gap in the smoke in arches and cleans up Automatic. The B push begins.
1-for-1, but Skadoodle is here, all the way from the A side, but he can't get the last frag. Olofmeister, 1 versus 2.
A must-win round for FaZe. They cannot possibly go into the next half without a single win on the board. Olofmeister now turning the corner, he might find a timing, but no, it's in fact an anti-timing as he has no idea which way to look. Olofmeister still gets the kill on Rush. I don't know how he's done this. Another challenge, that's all he has to win out, but he can't. It's Tarik. Tarik all the way. 3 rounds in a row.
Cloud9 are now 1 round away from winning the major. They would be the first ever team from NA to do this. Not only that, but we just managed to win 7 rounds in a row, from 11 round wins to 18. 1 more to go and Cloud9 pushes through Banana, taking out Carrigan immediately. But Nico finds the bomb and we lose the round. That was unlucky, but we're still in the clear, so there's no stress. 18-16, Cloud9 pushes A and Stewie destroys 3 players on FaZe Clan.
Guardian sprayed down, but they're not ready for Olofmeister. They have to take him out, and there's the frag. It's 2-on-2. They're on the wrong bomb site. Nico by the library position around the smoke, and he gets a frag. Down to Stewie2K. Would you have it any other way? He needs to find the ace to win this major.
Never he needed a result. It's now. There's one. Stewie, can he do it? Can he do it? No! Stopped by Carrigan. FaZe stay in this.
No. 11 HP on Carrigan. That was so close. That would have been the ace for Stewie. And on top of that, Carrigan was already on 38 HP before. No way. It's okay though. We're still in the clear. There's no stress. Everybody on both sides looks so amped up. 1 more round for FaZe to tie it up, or 1 more round for Cloud9 to make CSGO history. Cloud9 rush B and get absolutely minced, but we still manage to plant the bomb.
Carrigan can't get one, but Nico can, and it's a hard effort for Cloud9. They're being ground up here in the machine that is FaZe on the B site, but there's still 2 left.
They've got to get that bomb. They have no idea if the bomb is exposed. Okay, it's being collected by Tarik. 2 versus 4. All the FaZe clan are here, and there won't be a crazy complexity, very games rotation. It will be planted on the B bomb site. Automatic takes Carrigan down. There is a boost. Automatic spots it. He's got 2 HP. So desperate. Tarik does not know where to look. They've got no more grenades, but there are flashes on the CT side. 2 players moving through construction. Automatic in the pool. Rain taken out. 2 on 2 now, and it's Tarik. He's got higher health, but it's not perfect. Down he goes. It's Guardian. He's the only man standing between Cloud9 and the Major. It's going to be a double peak. There's the first one. We go to overtime number 2. Cloud9 don't do it. They're still in this Major, FaZe Clan.
The choke. I was so worried about the choke. Oh, it's overtime too. All that work, gone. There is definitely some stress now. I can't imagine what Cloud9 was feeling after those 2 back-to-back upset losses. I mean, just look at them. This game has now made history. This is the first ever map 3 double overtime in a CSGO major. The boys attack A side again, with automatic as the entry.
And there's another fast pick from automatic. The trade frag is there. Rush is here to take Rain down. There's got to be a rotation. Tarik creeping through the smoke, but it's 2. Guardian, buy one, get one free. And that keeps FaZe Clan in this round.
There's a quick flash from Rush there to slow things down. Time is starting to run low here for FaZe Clan. They have to move forward. Skadoodle repositioning after the first frag. It's both now from quad here for FaZe. Can Cloud9 close it? Skadoodle gets 1. Skadoodle can't get the 3rd. It's Nico with 12 health.
Is there time though? Is there time? I'm not sure if there is. It's going to be a close one. And he's done it. FaZe Clan take the lead in overtime number 2. He was the only man with a defuse kit, and he was the only man to survive. Anybody, if he gets taken down, the round is theirs.
Oh no, another crazy close round. Nico, alive on 12 HP, defuses the bomb with almost no time. 19-18. We need all 4 rounds left in this overtime to win. Cloud9 elect to take banana after finding 1 frag on Nico at A side.
Situation's even better at the minute mark now, and Stewie's moving away from B.
Nico do this before, but this time he's been discovered. Tarik will take him down, and it's a 5v4 for Cloud9 with 40 seconds to go. And Carrigan, he can't reposition. He has to frag! He has to frag, and he gets only 1. And now that's Cloud9 moving quickly towards B. They have the utility. But Olofmeister on the flank. Can he catch Rush here? Rush pops up. And Rush is knocked down. Whack-a-mole there for Olofmeister, but Guardian still in position. They managed to get there fast enough. The bomb has to be planted, and Cloud9 at a disadvantage.
Tarik, brave enough to just hold the bomb plant. He knows Guardian's in construction, trying to back off, trying to reposition. Sees him, tags him, but doesn't frag him. Holding the angle once again, but does he go high, does he go low? It is a dance, and now they concede multiple angles. Tarik, though, he takes Olofmeister down. Guardian on 11 HP. Rain peaks, and he gets the angle now. Superior angle. Is there a defuse for the CT side? They're not on it just yet. They're spamming the grenades. They're touching the bomb. And now goes Rain. Another bomb is trying to defuse it again, but no! Guardian gets taken down. Absolutely unreal round from Cloud9. And the score is tied.
An absolute fucking masterclass from Tarik. Wow. At this stage, I was in pure disbelief. I didn't believe that Cloud9 would even make it out of group stage, and they are now here making history, playing against the greatest super team in CSGO history, and they're showing them how it's done. 19-19. There's a few trades at the start of the round, and Cloud9 take A side.
There's significance in this scenario. Skadoodle with a very fast shot, but it's FaZe who get the first frag, but the trade is there.
As Olofmeister goes for the peak, I think he's been spotted now, and the bait is for Rain, but he can't get the kill. Automatic dashes down the stairs. Olofmeister cannot punish, and Cloud9 look very good for this round.
Whoever was in Boiler made 1 step when they were peeking around, so they had the information. Nico taken out, leaving Guardian alone. 1 versus 4, 50 HP, nothing to lose. You've got to go for this round. And they're going to hunt him anyway. So there it is. Cloud9 take a 1-round lead, moving into the second half again. First team to 22 rounds wins this major.
We need 2 more rounds to win this grand final. FaZe Clan is now back on T side and decide to attack A site.
Can they do it again? Moving quickly towards the A site. Rain is blind, and Tarik will take him down. And there goes Carrigan as well. Early start for Cloud9, but can FaZe recover?
Also trying to play the smoke here, but it's going to be difficult. He's lost 2 teammates in the effort. There needs to be flashes for him. They have no grenades left. Oh, that's a good snap. Can he find Rush, though? It's Guardian to get Rush, and all of a sudden it's equalized. Skadoodle back against the site. No support in the corner with the AWP. Do they realize this? I think he's been spotted now. He does have a smoke, though, to play with. He can delay them. If he can occupy their attention long enough, his teammates can make the play. Just by staying there, he's a threat! Oh, my goodness! Skadoodle does it with automatic! My God!
We win the round, and we've been here before. One more round left. FaZe goes for their signature B push with Kerrigan on the flank, but he is no match for Tarik.
Angle. He's got the smoke in his hand, and the smoke is down towards B bomb site. The Rapper's been stopped. There are advantages for Cloud9 now. 5 versus 4, 3 taken down. Automatic on the high ground, dropping off. They need to hold construction. Are there flashes there? Will they push? They'll re-aggress. Down goes one of Spicer. Guardian and the rain remain. Automatic pushing through. It's Guardian versus 2.
Skadoodle and Rush taking on Guardian. This was it. We saw this back when we were clawing our way to get to overtime. Guardian was in the exact same spot, and we won that round.
Cannot miss a single shot. Guardian waits patiently as Cloud9 sets the push up. Oh, it's happened! They made it work! Cloud9 are your E-League Major champions!
In a breathtaking twist of fate, the underdog team that has been dismissed by everyone in the scene and overlooked by critics has defied all odds to triumph over the greatest team of all time. Cloud9's major victory in Boston marked an historic moment in esports, being the only NA team to ever win a CSGO major to this day, and potentially for the rest of time. Skadoodle, Stewie, Tarik, Rush, Automatic will go down in history for years to come. Thanks for watching.